This is more about living in the time of the coronavirus epidemic, except it's about half a year ago, 8 months ago, in the time. Samuel Pepys reporting. There's been a lull, a pause in the epidemic excitement. And I think it is mainly due to the fact that the authorities are no longer sure what is going on, if they ever knew. Consequently, they are more guarded about their public statements, or they say nothing at all, for the simple reason they do not want to appear to be idiots, clowns, or out of the loop. So we get silence, which is blessed. And they differ in what they say when they do say anything. You need to wear a mask. You don't need to wear a mask. Children must wear masks in school. The vaccine is necessary. The vaccine is useless. Get vaccinated. Don't bother. Then we are unsure about what we're supposed to do. Follow the science, they say, but it's all opinion. So, even as the virus wanes, the uncertainty remains high, and people are edgy, and the daily numbers stay high, and India is raging with the virus. And we have a new epidemic, a 17-year hatch of cicada called Brood 10. Billions of cicadas. They hatch, eat, buzz, mate, and die. It is not tempting to compare this brief cycle to the human one. Also, there is a war, Israel and the Palestinians. I don't know what set it off. It wouldn't take much to do it, but they are well into it now. Both sides shooting rockets, killing indiscriminately. It's savage. The Israelis, when they fight, they go all out. They're fighting for their lives. The PM is urging diplomacy, some kind of reconciliation. That is not flying, and he looks ineffective, like a wimp, not a desirable optic. Also, as it had to, inflation is beginning to affect the economy, and that was hurting already. And even as people are returning to bars and restaurants, those establishments are in trouble. They had to let their staffs go back in the restrictions and curfew, and now those people living it up on unemployment have no incentive to return to work. So, if you go out to eat, your server will likely be a manager or the owner. They will apologize and say they are doing the best they can. You're probably looking at an hour's wait. I watched a show about the effect the coronavirus had on the arts, especially the performing arts, since they were not allowed to perform. The bright lights turned dark. And on the show, one person was extolling the arts. Arts guide us, arts teach us, arts inform and explain. And as I heard that, I felt how deeply I disagreed with it. Artists don't do that for me. For me, as with a tremendous athletic performance, an artist can inspire me, make me cry, or shout with joy. But that other stuff, I don't want to look to art for that. That is strictly my business. I know that people like to look to artists as role models for leadership, but I do not. And when I create something, it is not with the intent of showing someone how to live or live better. Shelley said that the poet was the unacknowledged legislator of the world. Maybe so. I prefer to think of them as zany hosts of late night talk shows. They are more interested in discover than power. They would prefer to explore rather than lead. In a book I'm reading right now, the author wrote, "Singing may not cure all ills, but it certainly moves us in the right direction." I like to watch a video on the internet of Michael Jackson singing at somebody's 30th anniversary. I think it's Motown. He's singing Billie Jean, no manifesto there. And he does a beautiful job on it. Singer, showman, dancer. But the bonus in the video are all the shots of reactions by people in the crowd. They are clearly dazzled, amazed, and transported. It's a vibrant sign of what music can do. Art makes us feel. I think that's enough. Nothing to report on the epidemic because very little information comes in. And what comes in is conflicting, so confusion reigns. Some require a mask, others do not. Yesterday we were in a supermarket bragging about their first day without masks, but the staff were all wearing masks because no manager had told them specifically that it was okay to take them off. So they wore masks, and so did we. Yogi Berra would love this epidemic. It seems to be over, or almost over, in many ways, but truly, it's not over till it's over. The numbers still roll in every day. Maybe they're just a background count. I don't know. We continue to act as if we are in an epidemic, even though, in my daily activity, I see no signs of it, other than the masks.